Here's another home improvement tip from Tod and Todd.
So Todd, how do you know when it's time to replace a vinyl window?
Well, Todd, in this case, we're at a home that was built back in the 50s. The original windows were replaced with a vinyl replacement window. We figure about 20 to 25 years ago. And in this case, we've got a customer that just moved into the home in January this last year. When they moved into the home, they had 5 windows that were broken, okay? And when she found that the windows were broken and began to inspect them a little bit more, she found out, the efficiency of the windows just wasn't up to speed. And everything on the inside of the house, in order to prepare the home for sale, was painted in white. Mm-hmm. She really wanted to get away from the white vinyl window and the white casings on the inside of the house. So she decided to go out and start to get bids on replacement windows. And she was really after a change. And I might note here, Todd, that all vinyl replacement windows aren't built equal, right? I mean, sometimes the vinyl, after a number of years, can get brittle, okay, and it can crack. Not only does she have 5 windows that are broken, the glass is broken, there's considerable seal failure throughout the house, which we'll see in other rooms. So tell us a little bit about what some of the changes are going to be when we come out here.
Well, first of all, the windows that she has in the house now, as you said, are about 20, we're guessing 20 to 25 years old. They're an old style vinyl window that was built with old technology, and at the processes at that time are kind of outdated. Mm-hmm. This kind of cracking with a high quality vinyl window just doesn't happen any longer.
Right. What about the glass breakage? Could she have done something about that?
Well, it's possible. She had a lot of the seal failures where the thermal panes had broken their seals, and all of a sudden now she's got a film formation that she can't clean off. It's in between the glass. A lot of people see that. You can sometimes get replacement parts for those and patch them back together. In this case, the actual vinyl fabricator is out of business, so there was really no place for her to go to get replacement parts.
Right.
But even if she could get parts, you really have to ask yourself, is that really the best thing for you to do? And in her case, she really wanted to get an update, get the new technology that was available. She wanted a more energy efficient replacement window. She wanted one that looked nicer on the house. She wanted to upgrade the looks of her home. And in this case, you can see this is really kind of just met its match. It's just outdated. Things are cracking. The seals have failed. They have old technology, mechanically welded or mechanically fastened sashes. This is old technology. You don't see that anymore unless you had a really low-end product. And as a matter of fact, she was mentioning to us that she got several bids here, and she made a decision that, if she's going to replace all the windows, she's going to go ahead and get the very best that she could. And she decided to go with Weather Tight after about 6
different bids that she had.
Yeah.
Right.
And she saw some that were kind of low end to medium to the best quality and the best latest technology available, and that's what she decided to do. Right. Because she's, she may live here for the rest of her life, or even if not, she wanted to do it right.
Right. So why don't we go ahead inside and take a look at what some of the changes are going to be when we're completed on the inside. Okay, Todd, we're on the inside of the house. Tell us about those changes.
Well, one of the objectives for this homeowner was to upgrade the look of the home and get back to beautiful wood. So as you can see, these old wood casings are still remaining. What we're going to do is we're going to actually remove all of this, and we're going to upgrade to a new casing system that is pre-finished and pre-stained and is going to be beautiful here. One of the ways to replace windows is simply leave this intact, just take the windows out and leave this here.
Right.
In this case, we're going to remove the whole thing. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about what we're going to be doing?
Okay, when we remove everything here, Todd, one of the chief advantages of doing the installation technique that we will on this home is we're going to take the existing jamb that remains in the wall behind this replacement window out. That's going to gain considerable space on both the right side of the window, the room in the middle, and the far left side. So we're going to be able to order larger windows for this customer, and as a result, we're going to get bigger glass space. As you can see right now, on this top sash, the glass space that we have is 20.5 inches. And when we replace those windows, Todd, it's going to be a considerable change. So I'd like to go ahead and get these windows installed. Let's come back and then we'll talk about the glass space that we've gained for our customer.
Sounds good.
Well, Todd, as we just saw, Mark really got this window opening prepared for the brand new window installation that Weather Tight's going to do. It took a little bit more time than normal. Tell us why.
Yeah, it did. In a normal window installation, for a vinyl window installation, you normally leave all that lumber that we took out, that stays in. The window comes out and is made to fit right back into that opening. But again, what we're doing here is something unique. We took out all of the lumber back to the rough opening. As you can even see right here, this is about where that lumber ended at that little piece here. But we're going to widen it back to the rough opening. We also took this mullion out here, which was a big chunk of wood that obstructed the view. Now we're going to shrink that down so we get more glass area.
That's right.
So both width and height, we're going to expand that opening. It's really going to open up this window for the kitchen.
That's right, Todd. And there's just one minor thing to do yet. We're just going to take this old sill out yet, and then that's really the hard part. The rest of it is easy. The window has been custom made to fit back to the original rough opening size. We've got brand new casings that have been ordered, custom made, pre-assembled at a factory, pre-stained to actually match the wood grain color on the inside. So putting that casing up is no easy. There's no muss, no fuss, no staining on the inside, no smell.
Yep.
And then Mark is simply going to put brand new aluminum trim around the exterior of the window to get everything sealed up, and it's really going to look beautiful when it's done. A complete change.
It's going to make a major transformation to this home. So if you're in a situation you'd like to get some more information, just fill out the form on our website. We'd be glad to help you.